Hey teacups, welcome to another live episode of Tea with Teash podcast. Clearly, I'm your host Teash, and today we will have celebrity hair braider Miss Alisha Renee Brown. She's not just a hair braider for the girls, but also for our home team, the Kansas City Chiefs football players. Now, I don't know how awesome you guys think that is, but I think it's real cool. She slays down braids like she's giving each time. I don't know if you guys follow her, but you should. I don't know if you have seen any of her work or if you've booked with her in the past or wanting to in the future, but you should because she's just that good. Now, of course, I don't have no hair to braid, baby, but if I did, I would definitely book with her. Now, really quick, while we wait for Miss Alisha, I've got to wait for her to pop in on screen. That way we can jump around in like a gang. I just wanted to shed a little bit of light on something. Now, I don't think y'all know how hard I work gathering my guests and getting everything together for my tea talks and things like that. But baby, I works. And I have a goal in mind, okay? But somehow, some way, somebody decided to hack into my account, deleted all of my live interviews. And when I say they had your girl down bad, I was. I was so pissed off. Now, right now, is lightweight because I was able to recover most of them. But there are some live interviews that's just out there. They're gone. So, I don't know who felt like they needed to do that while the hate is real. But baby, don't try it. Like, don't try it. Real tea. Like, let's cut it. I don't know what the motive was, who it was, but it's like, a lot of hackers and things like that. I guess what they do is they try to steal your stuff so that they can try to monetize or get into your account so that they can pose as you, so that they can do whatever it is they're trying to do. But baby, stop. Seriously. So, anywho, enough about that. So, I do have Miss Alisha Renee on screen. We're going to go ahead and get her in here because we got to tell you about all things hair, all things braids. So, let's get. Shout out to Locks and Key, my homegirl. Well, hello there.
Hi.
You are super cute and chill today.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So, as I was telling everybody, I said, now this is Miss Alisha Renee. If you guys have not booked with her, y'all better. If y'all got more hair than me, y'all better get these braids going because I'm gonna tell y'all like this. She's good.
Appreciate
Um,
it.
so for sure. So how long have you been braiding, girl?
So I first started braiding at like the age of 12.
Ooh,
So yeah,
okay.
it's been about 30 or 20. I was about to say 30. It's been about 20 some years because I'll
Okay.
be there. Yeah.
So what made you want to braid? Because like most of us, we have little baby dolls and stuff like that. And you just practicing or just doing something, and then it becomes one of those side hustles where you're like, okay, I got some stuff that I want to buy. I got these skates I want to get into, so I'm braiding hair for $5 or whatever. And then as you get older, you like, you know what? I'm damn good. I'm getting ready to take this off. Is that how it started?
So actually, no. I started at 12. I was watching my aunt do it, and I
Mm,
have like a bunch of sisters.
yeah.
So we all had to do something to each other hair because my mama and my daddy couldn't do
Right.
everybody.
Right.
So that's how I learned how to braid, but
Mm,
I didn't really like take off with it until I needed some extra money.
right. Right.
So
Okay.
yeah, I was about it was about when my son was 3.
Mm-hmm.
I needed some extra income. I had got fired from my job
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, what, I just braid.
Okay.
And I was doing that for a little bit and like still trying to find another job. And then I finally landed a job and I hated it.
Ugh. Corporate
I,
America, you suck.
yeah, I hated it. I was working, I ain't gonna say where I was working, but I was working at a
Okay.
call center. I was working at a call center and I was there for 8 months. And one of my clients was like, just quit and do my hair. It was one of my Chiefs player clients. He was like, just
Okay.
quit and do hair. And I was like, I thought about it. Next day I went to work. I called my mom. I was like, Mom, I don't think I can do this job no more. She was like,
Okay.
well, if you feel like you can just do hair, then do it. And I just quit And I just walked out. I didn't even say nothing to nobody. I just walked out and started doing hair.
It's so many places where I done walked out from, honey, and did not look back. But then later in life, at one of those moments where I was like, you know what, I'm gonna see if they'll rehire me. Forgetting that I sent out an email to select members of management just for, giving them constructive criticism on how they could perfect their job in the future. I said, you are a class clown. You cannot go back. So it's good that you followed your passion because, baby, you've been rolling with these Chiefs players. Now, I don't know how many of them you service, but that's cool shit just to have players on the roster that, become regular clients and, it kind of pushes your weight a little more. So how do you feel about that? Was that cool to you?
It was cool, actually. I got started doing Chiefs players hair, I want to say back in 2017.
Okay. So you've been out here for a long time doing this. Okay. So at this point, you need one of them big ass chains, like everybody be getting as soon as they get their first record deal. You need one of them. You know what I'm saying? Because I was thinking about getting one myself, but you are really out here doing and moving. And like I said, you are braiding, the girls' hair too. So do you more than likely, do you freeform braids, or is it more at the client's suggestion or recommendation? How did you are really good.
Thank you. So sometimes they come in with like pictures or inspiration pictures, and I'll follow like that design. But a lot of my clients, they be like, just do whatever, and I just be like, all right, bet. So they be giving me creative control sometimes.
Okay, and that's the best way to be because that not only allows you to heighten your craft, but it also allows you to just add more styles to your book. Like, okay, so I know how to do this, this, and this. And if you want this, this is what you know what I'm saying? So I think that that's really good because it gives you that whole thing where you can just do what you want and then you can just perfect your craft basically with different styles. I like it. So, like I said, you are a killer in the braid game. So, what's your most requested style? Whether it be male, female, who wants what the most?
So, my most requested style, and it is so basic, it's so irritating. It's 6 braids.
Okay. You like, I can do more than that.
Yeah, it's men and women. They be like, I just want 6 braids. I be like, everybody get this. So, I got one client, and he'll come in and tell me what he wants. I be like, we not doing that.
Not this.
We gonna do whatever I want to do.
Right.
So, he don't care, but he be like, as long as it's crispy. I'm like, now come on now.
Right, because you're dealing with the boss. Like, what are you talking about? Because I saw a recent style. You know what? I don't even know if it's recent, but it was a pattern in there, and I was like, how the hell she do that? So I've been sitting here messing with my little bit of hair. I love a good old shortcut, but I've been like, you know what? What if I? So, and it's like, I don't know if it was triangles, what was going on. I said, but baby, she got them together. And so when you're like, I know that most girls, especially for the stitch braids, most of them keep at least like a little pinky nail or something like you have to have something sharp going on just to keep going. So is that what you do? Or do you just keep a little comb?
If I usually use my fingers. If my nail breaks, then I will use a comb, but 9 times out of 10, I use my fingers.
You so good. I mean, what? So how do you get into your creative bag each time? Do you just say to yourself, okay, let's go because you cold as hell in this? Or do you just say, I'm a little intimidated to try this style, but we're just gonna roll with it?
Well, sometimes I like scroll through social media and be like, okay, what's kind of trending?
Yeah.
And I'll take inspiration from that. And like it's a style on my website with not on my website, on my page with the little swirl. Yeah. The first one I posted was an actual picture from somebody else. But the one I most recently posted, I just came up with that on the fly.
Girl. It takes a special person because I can always do a good old, back in the day they used to call them indoor and outdoor braids, but I cannot braid from the scalp for shit. Like, I can definitely get you a single, but I cannot braid from the scalp. So I gave it up. And with me having 2 sons, they're older now, but I didn't have to worry about it too much. Now, of course, the baby boy, I could do singles on him until he got his first haircut. But if I had daughters, I would have to pay somebody. I can't do it. My mind, I can't do it. So
that's how my older sister is. My niece 18 now, but growing up, my sister, can you do Kimura hair? I'd be like, come on.
Right. Because you the go-to. You the one. So, yeah. So, do you have any back to school deals or anything that you're offering? Because I know a lot of people do that around the city, but I just want to ask you because a lot of people may view this interview later or they may jump in at any time. So we just kind of want to know because all the little girls they got to get themselves together and be cute for the school year.
To be honest, I haven't really thought of it right now.
Okay.
I usually do something. Maybe it'd be like $10-$20 off for a certain hairstyle.
Yeah.
But as of right now, I haven't really focused on it because I'm about to go on vacation. So
oh, girl, because the birthday ain't it? I think your birthday is coming up. Okay.
Yeah.
Because, baby, when it's time for a break and vacation, ain't nobody coming no hair. Ain't nobody doing nothing. Phone on Do Not Disturb. So, I mean, so if people want to book you, they need to do that now so you can put them in your book and then, you know what I'm saying? So you can go on about your life. Okay. So, let me see. So, like I said, you don't just do hair for the chiefs, but also the girls. So, what is the longest hair? Because I have seen people want to get braids and their hair is really long, and they're like, "Well, I'm still gonna buy some hair to make it thicker." I'm like, "Are you crazy?" So, when people do try to get certain styles and they have a lot of hair, are you like, "Get that out of here! I'm not putting it in there."
It depends. I do have a client that I've been doing for years. My girl Gabby, she has long, big. When I talk about long to the butt,
girl,
her natural hair. So
okay,
it depends if she wants like her hair longer than that. I will like add hair to the
but how
bottom.
much longer can you like? How long did she really have?
I braided her hair. She got 2 braids. It was like a Cardi B style back in this was like 2020. Down to her ankles. So it was long. Yeah, it was just like 2 braids though.
Okay. And I know in that moment, because I see a lot of young girls doing this whole thing where they have really long braids, really long clip-ins and all that. Baby, I couldn't do it to save my life. And then with hot flashes, I don't want that on my damn neck, but a lot of girls, that's what's in right now. So I'm pretty sure if the price is right, you'll go ahead and go on and spend it for them. Like, okay, well, I'll do it.
Yeah. So what is now, see, Nyla's braids, past the butt, you ain't going to get me for that. Anything past the butt, I cannot do. It take too much time. Yeah. And, like, I just don't, I don't see, like, I don't get it why you want it that long. So I just don't offer it.
Right. So when you are scheduling appointments and things like that, do you also try to give tips on how to save their edges? Do you give them tips on how to maintain it?
Oh,
because you know, a lot of girls, they just don't get that. They get a service and they're out of there. So you do offer that though, right?
Just I do offer it. I mean, I did go to cosmetology school, so I ain't just right.
Okay.
But my
because you know how it goes.
Yeah, my main clients, they know. Like, I'd be like, all right, it's time to put your ends. Yeah, you need a deep condition. Book this on your next. I'll tell them.
Okay. Well, we love that because I've been seeing like this whole epidemic of stylists that are like, come with your hair washed, come with it blown out. Like, nobody really wants to tend to your hair no more. And it's like, hairstyles, I mean, stuff is costly, especially a silk press. Mm-hmm. So if I'm coming in there and I'm giving you $100+, you can't wash my hair, sis? Like, what is that whole thing about?
I have it to where they do have to come in, wash and blow dry, but I also have that as an option to add on to the style. So, a lot of people, I don't know, they use their own little shampoo. They got certain shampoos they want to use. But if they hair is attempted to be blown out, it's not fully blown out, I'll blow it out. Like, that's no big deal. But as far as the wash, they can add it on there.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. So, like I said, for people that may watch this live later, I definitely want them to make sure that they're really touching down with you and know exactly what they're getting. And I want people to book you because, like I said, you give quality styles, you know, and I don't know too many people that can braid like that, so they're gonna have to get in where they fit in because you really got it on lock, seriously. So how do you stay inspired to keep pushing, I guess, pushing the line when it comes to being a bond braider? Because I know a lot of times, especially when we have things going on, we tend to lose sight of why we're doing what we're doing and giving 100%. So whenever you are booked to do something, you know, any style, whatever that may be, How do you stay inspired to say, you know what, I'm gonna go hard each time?
I look at, so to me, all of the it's a lot of braiders in Kansas City that are very good. And I be like, okay, I need to braid like that, or I need to braid like that in my mind. But everybody think, oh, you the coldest, and I'm like, nah, I see what she did, and I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
Like back when they first started stitch braids, I was working at a barbershop.
Oh my God.
Yes, I was working inside of a barbershop, and so it was all males, and dudes was coming in, and they was like, "Oh, y'all hair crispy," and the dude went to somebody else. I'm like, So in my mind, I'm like, I gotta do better than that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I definitely get it. So will you be back? Like, will you still be braiding for the Chiefs players this coming season? Do you have any new clients that you're taking on? Like, what does that look like for you in this new football season?
So a lot of the Chiefs player clients, they are word of mouth. Some of them hit me up on Instagram, because they got my information from another player. So as of right now, I don't have nobody new, I want to say. I did have somebody hit me up last week. I think it was last week. And told me, they was like, I want you to get me right for the season. I'm like, all right, bet, come on.
Okay, well, we definitely want them to keep us right this season too. Now, don't let your hair be so cute where y'all get to drop in this football and carry it on, because I'm gonna tell y'all like this: it's money on the line, and I've been trying to get real fluent with football so that I can start betting. So don't play with us. Y'all need to get out here and really get it going, because it's money on the line, and I gotta be, I gotta get these drafts and different things. Just know I'm gonna need my money. So. Yeah. So how does one book you? Because I think you can go on Instagram, and I think you have a link there. Are there any other places that we can book you for our braids?
Like my link through my Instagram, but my booking site is by Alisha Renee at by Alisha Renee.glossgenius.com.
Okay.
So I'm just on Gloss Genius. I have the link in my Instagram and on my Facebook, and I think on my TikTok, but I'm not sure.
Let me see, because I follow quite a few people, especially for my interviews. So I'll check. And if I do see that, then I'll go ahead and post it in my story and make sure that people are aware that there are multiple ways that they can book. So, or is it anything else that you want everybody to know while you have the opportunity to just put it all out there? Any tea you want to give them? Because like you said, you can go on vacation. So is there anything that you want to put out there?
Nothing comes to mind.
Okay.
Right now. Yeah, I don't have anything that comes to mind right now.
Okay, well that's cool too. So what are some fun facts about Alisha Renee that people think they know but they don't really know?
So number one, I have 11 siblings.
Oh my God. And
Yeah.
Girl, did you like that growing up? Was it cool?
Why you think I only got one kid?
Because I be wanting to know, especially like, especially if you're the oldest or maybe you're the baby or the in between. I be wanting to know because biologically it's just me. So I don't know anything about having multiple siblings. So what was the struggle about that though?
I was a middle child, so I got overlooked a lot. Yeah. And the typical stereotype of his middle child is they're very overachievers, self-independent, and I'm like, not trying to describe me to
okay.
But yeah, I'm a middle child. Technically, I'm the oldest on my dad's side, but my mom's kids, I'm in the middle.
Okay. So the fun fact in that is, well, I mean, I guess that is a fun fact, having multiple siblings, because people like me wanted siblings. I don't want a lot of them, but I just wanted a few. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you really need to talk to somebody, you can just call your sister or your brother, and y'all can get together and all that. So, what else would you say was fun growing up? Because I had to have had some good times too, though, as kids.
Yeah. So I grew up. It was 5 of us in the house, and it was all girls. So it was a lot of mischief in the house. And we only had one bathroom, so it was kind of one bathroom, one phone line.
Ugh.
Yeah, it was a struggle.
Girl, you know how that phone used to be back in the day where if somebody was trying to call, they'll get this busy signal, especially if
Yeah.
it was a one-way. So I know you like, oh my God, I'm trying to use the phone. But on the flip side, I'm sure if there was no other fun parts, one fun part would be you always had somebody to blame something on. I know you like, that was your kid
Yeah.
six and
Like, that
five.
was me. I was the good kid.
Right.
I
You
was the
like
good
me now,
kid.
that wasn't me. I definitely love to hear stories like that because, like I said, as an only child, it can suck at times. But now that I'm turning 43, it don't even matter no more for real now. So I don't trip too much.
Yeah.
But I am pretty sure you have a lot of things going on, a lot of stuff coming up, and you want to be out here with me. I do want to thank you for taking the time because I know I wanted to grab you a long time ago, and I was like, "Child, she busy braiding hair. She is not gonna come on this show." But I do want to thank you for being here, and definitely want to let you know that you are now a teacup since you've been on my show. All the guests that are on here gets to be a teacup. So anytime I see something you got going on, I'm definitely gonna share because I love to see the girls get down. And I want everybody to be aware, hey, I know a dope stylist. What y'all trying to do? Whether you got a little bit of hair or a lot of hair, she can get you together. What do you want? Sidebars?
I could probably grip your hair.
And I would not doubt it. I would not doubt it. And I would let it grow, and then I'll cut it, then I'll let it grow. I just love a short cut on me. I got down to a good old bob and was like, So I'm definitely going to make sure to keep putting the word out there and making sure that people tap in because you really are good. And I like to see the girls win, period. Like, that's just what's up with me. So, if there is nothing else that you want to let everybody know, it is Sunday. It's one of those chill days where you're trying to get yourself together for the week and all that. So I just want to let everybody know that what do I want to let them know? Oh yeah. Always make sure that you have enough room in your teacups for new tea. Me and Alisha got to get out of here because we got stuff going on. So we will see you guys another time. And thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
Of course, girl. Bye.
Bye.